Well, anyway, that's that one done. I think the Express now, and we left Europe so we could control our immigration. But while we can't control our borders, Europe is getting pretty good at controlling theirs, Nick.
Yeah, this is EU countries' tough immigration law allows migrants to be deported in 12 hours. It's a weird way of describing France, EU country. I mean, they are quite a minor country, of course, so that's fair enough. But this is their interior minister has basically booted out this Tunisian radical imam who said that the tricolour was satanic and had no value with Allah, and they said goodbye. So that was done.
Whereas in Britain, we'd give him an Arts Council grant.
It'd have an OBE. Exactly. And that's a key difference. That's a very interesting point. Why is France able to do this? We're so far behind. We're very wet on this stuff. They're just deporting people left, right and centre. And they're able to do it under new immigration laws. But the wider point, I think, is that France has maintained a certain nationalism that we've lost. One reason might be that we've been so successful with the English language and we have the Anglosphere, whereas France doesn't, and they're very fierce about defending French, whereas our culture's been diluted, perhaps by our language being so widespread. That's one theory. Yeah. But they've maintained a certain nationalism and they're a bit tougher than us on these questions. Sorry, Liz.
There's 2 points. One is that France is still France, while England has been completely disappeared. It's been sublimated into Britain. So people don't even know what it is to be British, and the English people have lost their way. But the second thing, and I forgot what the second thing was.
Well, I think British values across England, Scotland, and all the rest of it. You know, there's a lot of commonalities there.
There is commonalities.
Maybe Scottish people don't use a knife and fork. There's other stuff. We don't use credit cards.
The other thing is that the mass French immigration took place about 60 years ago,
right,
when Nigeria fell, and it was this huge mass immigration. So it's come a long way for it to percolate. Right. I think here in this country, I don't think people see what the danger is by letting mass immigration into the country.
Yeah, and 2 more quick points on that. One, this shows what the elites can do if they want. So it can be done. We're told we can't deal with small boats, we can't deal with massive immigration numbers. We totally could. And the other thing I want to quickly say is this might seem draconian, but I think, unfortunately, we are in a kind of post-liberal moment because we had things like free speech and all these things, but they depended on a culture that had shared assumptions that we've now lost.
And they depended on, classic Western liberal values, which, like you say, are now being lost. With regards to the legislation being passed, it was actually because the cordon sanitaire failed. It was self-destructed itself. So the left-wing parties refused to join in the debate with the right-wing parties in France. And as a result, the right-wing parties were allowed to pass basically exactly what they wanted. So it was an incredible win for the right-wing parties. And maybe, if we cross our fingers, we might get the same thing here. Anyway.